Hello, my name is Kat, and this is Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition TU4. TU stands for Title Update, which means this is the fourth update that the game received. And this is so early that it's actually equivalent to a beta version of Minecraft. It's equivalent to beta 1.7.3, which is from 2011, which is pretty old. Now, why would I dare to go back to such an old version of the game instead of playing on the PC, which has the most up-to-date version and is the best version of the game? Well, I just like this one. Wait, I meant to type world here. I forgot to type world because I was too busy rambling. But yeah, this is a very old version of Minecraft. But thing is, I like old Minecraft a lot. It's very charming. It has a simplistic charm that got lost the more the game got updated. And that's not to say the newer stuff is bad. It's actually pretty cool, and I really admire Mojang for what they've done with the game over the years. But I can't deny that beta 1.7.3 is my favorite version of the game. It's the last one before they changed the world generation completely to make it more akin to how it's like today. They started adding Enderman. Beta 1.8 was basically the update leading up to 1.0, so yeah. Alright, I spawned in a completely different place than I did before when I was exploring this seed, which is interesting. But yeah, I just really like this version of the game, and I also happen to like Xbox 360 Edition. It's another very charming, very fun version of the game, so I thought to myself, why not just combine both? Play beta Minecraft on the Xbox 360. And it took a PhD in engineering, but I finally managed to do it. That's a lie. I just needed to get bad update and install an older version of the game on my Xbox, which wasn't that hard at all, but took me a while because I haven't done much Xbox 360 modding before. Hell, this is actually the first Xbox 360 I've ever owned. I haven't even had it for a year at this point. But yeah, I managed to get this version of the game working. That's a weird looking dark spot right there. And now I am playing it, and I plan for this to be my forever world, which I hear is kind of a bit of a trend that people are doing where they make, a world that they plan to keep playing forever. And I think that trend kind of spawned because in very recent years, I and many other players have had a problem with quitting Minecraft worlds too easily. So a lot of people are aiming to change that, including me. I have played a lot of Minecraft beta, but I don't really have a very impressive world to show for it because I always abandon them in no longer than a month. But I want to change that, and I decided I wanted to change that in Xbox 360 Edition. I thought I'd also do like a chill playthrough of it for YouTube, maybe not do much editing, just a simple little thing I can do for fun sometimes. Give you guys a bit of a nostalgic let's play sort of thing. Ow, shit. Yeah, that's a little embarrassing. I just kind of wanted to make a bit of a classic style let's play series for this world, because I thought that would be pretty cool. I'm just mining from the side of this mountain right now. I'm gonna start wandering through. So, I played a little bit of this seed already, made sure it has pretty much everything that I want in a seed. It has a very tiny island. Well, not exactly tiny, just very skinny. It's just like me. Well, this is a very nice gravel beach right here. It's weird that's kind of protruding from the mainland, like a weird appendage on an amoeba or something. But I like gravel beaches, and maybe I'll turn this into something cool one day. But yeah, I've already played this seed just a little bit, just to kind of explore it, see if it has things that I like. Those are some cool mountains. I didn't explore it fully, but I just wanted to make sure it had like I was mainly just looking for like a small desert and a small snow biome, just so I could have access to sand, cactuses, snow, that kind of stuff. It's dark in here. I'm not gonna be able to see dick. I'm gonna make some charcoal or something. I wanted to make sure I had every material of the game. You know, I started a world before on Xbox 360 edition and realized after playing for a little while that it didn't actually have a desert, and it didn't have any cacti, which means I couldn't get green dye at all. So if I wanted to make anything with green wool, I was, yeah, I was out of luck. So I was pretty pissed about that. But I'm back at it again, so yeah. I gotta chop down another tree to get the charcoal I want. So I did explore this world a little bit. It has a pretty good amount of forest in it, and I'm excited to try and find a cool spot to build my house. And if you're wondering, I am indeed playing in peaceful mode. It's not going to be that way forever. I plan on increasing the difficulty to easy or normal or something like that. I just wanted to be able to enjoy my first few nights without, you know, having to deal with being fucked in the ass by a bunch of monsters. Alright, now I can see, which is good for me because seeing is a good thing. And that's a good thing for me because I like to see, and seeing is good, and I like seeing to see, and good, the blah blah. I got really out of breath from doing that. I wish these cows would shut up a little bit. I'm gonna turn down the volume a little more. Let's go like 30. Just so the cows aren't blaring in my ears. Is the cave really gonna end here? Yeah. Damn it, I was really hoping to find some more iron. Maybe up in these weird little peepholes in the ceiling. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Is there anything in the side of this mountain? I don't even know if iron can generate this high. There's some coal up there. There's that. I don't know if there's anything else. Whatever, I don't need iron right now. I'm just exploring. I'm exploring the place, seeing what there is to see. Lots of cool hills in this area, and cool cliffs as well. What? Whoa! Look at that over there. I want to see what that is. Damn, dude, that's sick as hell. One of my favorite parts about beta Minecraft is just, I mean, the world generation is pretty quaint, but also sometimes it can make some crazy bullshit like this, and it's not as infrequent as like modern versions of the game. You could find some crazy mountains in any Xbox 360 world, actually. I want to climb up. How do I climb up? I just want to get a better view of this. Wow. This can happen pretty often in beta edition. It's not really an edition, but you know what I mean. And it's really cool to see, and you'll never see the same exact thing. You'll always see like some crazy new kind of generation like that, and it's so cool. I'm probably not gonna build my house here, but I want to do something with it one day. Whew. I don't know why I wanted to make that jump. It was very satisfying. Okay, you don't shove. You almost shoved me into the water. There's some cool looking beaches. Everything like up north and like, okay, and generally just in the top 2/3 of the map I haven't seen because I only really explored the bottom. I just wanted to make sure there were like actual, things somewhere, and I was lucky enough to find a small desert and a small snowy tundra like pretty near to each other. So I already know where I need to go to find my sand and cactus and whatnot. Imagine if like the entire top third was a forest. That would be really lucky. Once again, there's another big hill to climb. And another big hill to see. Look at this. This is amazing. This is beautiful. And you'll get stuff like this all the time in beta. I don't know why I keep trying to justify my love for these earlier versions, because I don't really care if you hate me for liking the earlier versions. There's just gonna be tons of these hills around here, huh? Yeah. Holy shit. Dude, look at those cliffs. They're so long. It's like you took a laser and cut out part of the land and just like raised it up. Look at this cave. Oh, I'm really glad now that I didn't go into peaceful mode, or I didn't go into easy or normal. I went into peaceful mode because I just get to explore, and even if it was daytime, there would still be monsters spawning here because it's really dark. But yeah, I get to gawk at the really cool cliffs. Natural T. Cool letter T in the wall. This is so incredibly cool. I kind of want to... Maybe I should build my house on top of the cliffs. Oh, God. Hang on. I need to get up here. Nope. Hang on. I can figure this out. There, I'm up. Oh, don't fall down there. That's a hole. Holy crap. I'm so funny. Look at this. Look at this. This is like a valley, kinda. Not really. The mountains aren't really that high and it's pretty wide, but, you know. It's a valley in my heart, okay? Okay, but in the middle of this place is definitely a candidate for building a house. I'm gonna explore a little more around the area, see if there's another cool spot to build. But for now, my option right now is that spot over there. Please help me out. Remember that spot for later, guys, because I might forget it. Another cool hill, like right over here. That's the cliff I was just standing on. Dude, like, holy shit. This is some of the coolest generation I've seen in beta. Because, like, not only are the cliffs just cool, just really cool, and not only is there a singular block in the air there, but, like, there's just these big lines of cliffs that are really long and crazy cool. I really don't want to kill myself on these mountains. That would not be very ideal. I'm gonna get to that block one day. I'm gonna place a sign on it or something. Probably not gonna do anything that special. Just mark something on there saying I got up there. Maybe I'll put a flag up there. That'll be cool. So I've scaled the cliffs. Dude, holy fuck. Dude, from this angle... wait, hang on. From this angle, it kind of looks like a heart with a arrow in it or something. This really is some of the sickest terrain I've seen in beta. And it all generated close enough to the center of the world to be available in the Xbox 360 version of it. So if you didn't know, before 1.0, or beta 1.8, I think, actually, Xbox 360 worlds, okay, so in beta 1.8 or something like that, 4J would change the world generation to be completely unique. So, a seed entered in Java, if you enter the same seed into Xbox 360 edition, it wouldn't look anything alike. Wow, look at that. More cliffs over there. This is a beautiful world. As I was saying, yeah, back in the first few versions of Xbox 360 edition, before the big beta 1.8 update, the seeds were actually identical to Java edition, except for, you know, being cut off at like 400 blocks out from the center in all directions, and the land tapering off into the ocean as well. That was the only thing that really changed, but other than that, the world generation was pretty much identical to Java edition. I want to go in this cave real quick. You know, I don't want to go in that cave anymore, actually. I changed my mind. So this is a pretty sick corner, like, still very hilly. Yeah, it's hilly. Hilly crap! That was even worse. Don't worry, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff like that in this series, probably. You'll hear a lot of dumb puns. Just look at that. Look at that. Are you looking at it? Look at it with your eyes. Look at it. Use your eyes and look at it now! I'm gonna build a boat. Whee! Going to another part of the landmass over here. Oh, don't destroy my boat. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Tree mushroom. It's a mushroom in a tree. I'm gonna say it again, this forest is huge. Like, look at this. They're usually not that big, honestly. This one's massive. So far, it seems to take up, like, the top third of the map. What the fuck? Did I find Herobrine's cave? It seriously looked like a player-made strip mine. Holy shit. I think I peed myself a little. Nothing else in this. I might as well grab some of the coal I'm seeing, but not picking up. I don't know why I'm doing that. I normally pick it up when I see it. Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Normally when I pass by coal in the world, I always go to mine it, but I don't know why I was kind of skipping it this time. I think I'm just too enamored by the world generation, basically. Also, I'm just trying to get the rest of the use of this wooden pickaxe, you know. Can't be wasteful. God hates it when you're wasteful. If you're wasteful, God will hate you forever. That's a lie. God wouldn't do that. He's a pretty chill dude. You know, he seems nice from what I've seen. And there goes the rest of that pickaxe. Now God will love me forever because I was not wasteful. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go back to that, like, circle of cliffs I found before. You know, that big valley. Just because I kind of want to leave the rest of the world, be careful with that. That's scary. Oh, iron. Yes. Alright, yeah, I just want to leave, all that world exploration to another episode. I want this one to focus on settling down. I think I found the perfect place to do so a while ago. So if I recall, there was all this sand and gravel in the middle, and then I said I wanted to build my house, like, a little bit north of that. I'm gonna build right here. This seems like a nice flat spot to build. Let's place our basic utilities down real quick. I gotta smelt this iron. I wanna make an axe so I can chop fast. And also a sword so I can kill fast. And then I want to exercise in real life so I can run fast. I almost made a pickaxe on accident, even though I just said I was going to make an axe, you know, without the pick in it. You think anyone's ever picked their nose with a pickaxe? If you ever wanted to know what kinds of thoughts run through my head 24/7, that was just a taste. Alright, let's start building the kind of walls I want to get rid of this big tree, at least. Maybe this wasn't the best place to pick because of this tree here, but you know, whatever. I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna be persistent. Get ready, tree. You're going down. Whoop. Alright, I'm gonna take you down from the very top. Where even is your trunk? I think that's it right there. Yeah. Alright, you're going down, tree. It honestly didn't take as long as I thought it would. But we did it. That tree is completely gone, and I got only half a stack of wood to show for it. That's great! This is a great example of why it's good to start on peaceful, just for a little bit. Because then you can actually just relax for a little bit, get started in your new world, actually take the time to get settled into a new base. It's just a good idea. That's why they call me Good Idea Gary. They don't actually call me that. No one calls me that. If anyone ever called me that, I would kill myself. Alright, here's a cool trick. If First of all, brown sheep give you brown wool. Brown wool is pretty valuable because you can only get it from brown sheep unless you decide to waste cocoa beans on them. But I worded that very weirdly. Okay, so brown sheep are pretty cool because they give you brown wool, but you don't get a lot of. Cocoa beans are very rare because they only spawn in dungeons, which can be hard to find. And you won't get that much of them anyway, so I think in a world you'll probably only be able to make, like, I don't know, maybe 30 brown wool from the cocoa beans you collect. So that's why brown sheep come in handy, because they give you that brown wool you so desperately need. And if you want to see a cool trick on how to get more wool per sheep, you kill them, and then, oh, well, okay, I didn't do it correctly with that sheep, but let's try this again with this one over here. God damn it, fuck. I swear I'm not crazy. There's an actual trick here. I'm gonna find a new sheep. Hang on. Yeah, there's one over here. So, go somewhere where you won't fly several miles away from me, please. You kill the sheep, and then very quickly switch your shears and cut the wool off of their carcass. That's a very useful bug in this version of the game. It's one that I exploit pretty much every time I kill a sheep, or at least try to exploit. It took me 3 tries to get it right that time. But yeah, if you ever decide to play beta Minecraft, keep that trick in mind, because you're gonna find it comes in handy a lot. So I made some planks, and I'm going to make like the base of a wall around here. This will be the front door here, and then a little hallway. It's kind of like a mud room sort of thing. And then it'll expand outwards into like this main room here. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to make like a corner here. So I thought, let's have like a separate room for my bed over here. This is gonna be my bedroom. This will be the wall, like right here. Actually, what if I have it protrude out just a little bit? My fucking crafting table is in the way. There we go. So the wall will protrude out like this, and then the door will be here, and then it'll be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, it'll be this big. And then for symmetry, this will go 4 blocks back from that wall. And yeah, just build the rest of this main room around. And don't worry, I'm not going to use logs for all of the walls, just kind of like accents of sorts. So like these will be the bottom parts of the walls. Like that. Get out of my house! It's not really a house yet, but get out of it still. I'm going to need a little bit of sand too for windows, but I don't really want to take any from this little spot here. I really like the sand here, and there isn't that much sand nearby. Let's see, I'm just gonna build the rest of the walls I want, and then I'll decide later how many glass blocks I will need, and then go somewhere and get that exact amount. I don't really feel like going to the desert yet, because that's a long walk away, and as I said before, I want to save a bunch of the exploration for future episodes. Oh, I ought to make a shovel to get rid of all this ground faster. No, not a wooden. God damn it. Didn't mean to make a wooden shovel. Well, gotta keep my word about being wasteful. You know, that actually didn't take too long with the one shovel. I don't know. Once again, I don't know why I'm complaining about everything for no reason. Right, so I think I'll have a window there. I'll have window here. Well, no, it's gonna look kind of... I don't know how that's gonna look on that corner. I'm gonna keep it like that. It's gonna be off-center in here, but... Actually, I could just build, like, these corners here with the logs, so that kind of fixes that issue. And then I want to have logs in these corners as well, and have all the walls above these logs be glass. I gotta go get some more wood real quick. Alright, I think I have the wood I need. I'm gonna build up like this. 4 high. And then make the frame for the door. I'll have it on the inside like that. And now the rest of this is kind of just planks, you know, nothing too complicated. Let's see, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm wondering if I could split into 2 windows. Yeah, I am. I'll do that. I'll split into 2 windows. I'll make this 2 windows as well. And I'm gonna try and flatten out the ground behind my house later. I don't know if I want to put logs in the corners. I kind of like having it look a little more rounded. I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling later. Alright, and then, oh wait, no, I'm not done. Alright, there we go. I guess I could fill out these floors real quick. Alright, that's all of the ground dug up. And now let's place the planks. Oh, damn it, I need more wood. And there we go, that's all the flooring done. Now I just need the windows and the roof. I'm gonna do the roof first, and it's gonna have like this log rim, which means I'm gonna have to grab more trees. Luckily half of this world is fucking dense forest, so I won't have any problem finding any. You know what? I'm just gonna mine trees all night. Why not? I'm gonna turn my gamma up again. Is that how it's pronounced? Gamma? Or is it like gamma or jamma? I don't see why it would be jamma. But, you know. English language is weird. Words could be pronounced in any way if they feel like it. You know, most G's are pronounced with the G sound, like the G sound, but some of them feel more like they're a J sound, so some of them will transition to J sounds. And that's perfectly okay. They're still valid. We're all still letters of the alphabet at the end of the day. Did anyone watch that one PBS Kids show? Like, there was this... I never really watched it, but I'd see, like, promos for it, and I'd catch glances of the show when I was a kid, but I never really found myself interested in it. But, like, it was this show where, like, a dog ate some alphabet soup, and it started talking, and that was kinda... Pretty sure that was just the whole premise, you know, adventures of a talking dog. Let me know if you've watched it. I wonder if it's any good. If there's one channel that's still making, like, really good kids shows, it's PBS Kids. They still really do care about making good shows for kids to watch. And it's incredibly admirable. If I ever have kids of my own, you bet your little ass I'm gonna make them watch PBS Kids. PBS is probably just gonna be the only source of actual good entertainment in 20 years. Everything else will just fall off the deep end. Well, you know, that is if it doesn't end up getting shut down in the next 3 years. Which I probably shouldn't be bringing up. I definitely don't want to get too into detail about that whole situation. I don't want to start talking about politics in the first episode, so I'm just gonna hold off on that conversation for now. Alright, now here's where building my house is gonna get pretty tricky, and here's where this trick with the sheep is gonna come in. I'm gonna make the roof out of wool, and I know that might irk a lot of modern players, but you know, I'm trying to take a unique approach to this world, you know. Nowadays, playing Minecraft to a lot of people is all about getting to the end of the game, getting all the cool shit all the time, and building these massive superstructures that look super cool and are very grandiose in scale. But I kind of want to go for the old the old stripped back approach, where we didn't build to show off. We just built whatever came into our dumb little minds and had fun with it. It didn't even have to have any rhyme or reason. You could build... I don't know, I'm trying to come up with an example. You could build like a giant heart on the ground made of redstone dust and no one would bat an eye. Most players would be like, oh, that's cool as shit. Why didn't I come up with that? I just want to build whatever comes to my mind, you know, not worry about how good it's gonna look or, you know, how practical it's gonna be or if it's going to look fitting among other builds in my world. I just want to build whatever dumb shit comes to my mind and have fun with it. That's all I want out of this world, just to have fun. No, I don't want to have to like plan things out on like real life journals, like notebooks and shit. I just want to do things when they come to me and just have a hell of a time with it. And if that means building, you know, redstone hearts on the ground or giant pink wool penises spontaneously, if that's what I feel like, I'm gonna fucking do it. And you can't stop me. Get out of my house. Alright, I'm gonna grab this iron. I'm gonna make a new axe. As well as a new shovel. And I'm gonna go out... Oh wait, I already have a shovel. I have my stone shovel. And I'll use both. I'm gonna go out to some place like that has a lot of sand. I'm gonna go this way to that one like coast to the east that kind of shoots out. I don't know what you would call it, like an archipelago, I guess. Maybe not an archipelago. That's not right. Peninsula. It's peninsula. But yeah, that little peninsula on the right made of sand. That's where I'm gonna get all the sand that I need. And on the way, I'm gonna kill every animal I see and grab as much wool as I need, because I'm gonna need a hell of a lot of it. Not just now, but in the future. I plan on building a lot of pixel art and just giant structures and like murals, statues, just made out of wool. It's gonna be really cool. Sorry I keep changing my gamma throughout this. I'm trying to kind of just be able to see things before I have a bunch of torches on me at all times. Once I get some torches placed around my place and just generally things to light up my world, I'll stop changing my gamma quite so often. But sometimes you just do what you gotta do. You might wonder why I don't have it all the way up at all times. It's just I don't really like how it looks. It looks too... like, the higher the gamma is, the lower the contrast is. And when you have the gamma at 100%, it just looks overexposed, you know, all washed out. There's not that much contrast between the darks and the lights. And it's just not very pleasing to look at. I go for a nice 70, you know, it's higher than the default, you know, it's pretty reasonable in my opinion. Everything's bright, but still decently saturated. You know, 70 is a good healthy middle. I do not want to fall down there. Oh wait, never mind, yes I do, there's iron. Gimme. Alright, now get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Actually, is there anything in this cave, I wonder? Well, I'm not going to be able to see it, because I don't have any torches, and I really don't want to increase my gamma again. Oh, there's more iron over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess I probably should have seen all the gravel in the ceiling. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. But that was scary, holy shit. I thought I was gonna die. This is not a very ideal way to mine iron. Just hang on, I'm gonna try and do it like, let's do it here. Stand here, perfect spot to get all the iron. God, you stupid, annoying gravel, get out of the way. Wow, I kind of just decimated this gravel beach, didn't I? Well, I mean, I guess it looks fine from this angle, you know, very nice. Very nice gravel beach, looking around. Oh, pit in the ground. But yeah, I need sand still. You know what I didn't do? I didn't count how much glass I'll actually need, so I don't know how much to grab. I'm just gonna dig with these 2 shovels, and I'm going to dig until I run both of them dry. So for the longest time, I actually didn't believe that glass was actually made from sand. I thought it was just some bullshit that Minecraft made up just so there would be a way to get glass, you know, without ever actually, you know, looking up or, you know, asking someone if they know how glass is made, you know, actually researching that shit. Because of course later I find out, oh wait, it actually is made of glass, and I'm really stupid for doubting it was. Next you're gonna tell me that sandstone is made from sand. Oh, what did I reveal? Nothing. That's pretty crazy. And those are all my shovels gone. Shovels all gone. Alright, now time to head back home. Lucky the world is so small that my house has already appeared on the map. You can see those little 2 brown pixels right there. On the way back, I'm gonna grab some more trees as well, because I said I would do that, and then I started coming here, and I wasn't doing that, and I didn't fulfill my promise, and I'm so sorry! That's all the trees on this island gone. I'm gonna whip my shears back out to, you know, deal with the sheep. I'm the enemy of the sheep. I take their life, and then I take their wool. Imagine if that was a thing that happened in real life. Imagine if there was, like, a serial killer going around, killing people, and then after they kill them, to just shave their heads and keep all the hair. Actually, now that I think about it, there probably has been a serial killer who has done that. That isn't as far out of a scenario as it sounded in my head. Still going the right way, right? Yeah, I am. I got a little turned around. I've spent like 5 minutes chopping trees, and I haven't even made it 2 feet from the peninsula. What do you call someone's junk that's surrounded by the ocean? A peninsula. Minecraft is so relaxing. Like, I'm actually starting to get a little sleepy. Well, maybe it's just because my sleep schedule's completely shit, and I start getting sleepy at 8 I almost said morning, 8 in the evening, but then I go to bed and I don't fall asleep until like 12, and then I sleep in until 11 a.m. Depression does things to a person. Alright, I'm back to my house, and I'm ready to melt all that sand into some glass. Wow, I got a lot more sand than I realized I got. Yeah, speaking, I'm so good at it. How much will I need? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm gonna need 44, so just put 12 more in there, and that's perfect. Gotta make a chest as well, and put that somewhere. Also make a bed. That would be useful as well. I'm finally gonna have a bed to place down. Habuski! I'm gonna go to sleep right after I place this chest down and place all my things inside it. What happens to my brown wool? I could have sworn I had some.
Also make a bed.
I could have sworn I had 1 block of brown wool from the 1 brown sheep that I killed without properly sharing. Alright, that's everything crammed into this chest, and you know what? I'm actually gonna stay up all night, and I'm gonna let this cook. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm full of bursting on soda in terms of stomach and bladder. Yes, you heard me correctly. There is soda in my bladder. I pee Coca-Cola. It's actually very painful. Yeah, be right back, guys. I am back. And all my glass is done. And my bathroom trip was great. Thank you for asking. All the windows are done. I just gotta carve out the ground around the house to make sure, you know, there's actually stuff to see out the windows. That's right, I put all the stuff in the chest. I'm actually gonna make 2 shovels, why not? Just so I have a little more shoveling to shovel before I'm out of shovel. Just dig in the ground, just dig in the ground. Ground digging, kill pigging, bleeding me dry like a goddamn umpire. This tree is kind of in the way of my digging, and I really don't want to go through the whole process of removing a giant tree again, so I'm just going to leave it floating for a moment. I don't give a shit. Alright, I want to dig it 1 block deeper, because, just so it's down to ground level, like the entrance is ground level. I'm going to maintain a bit of a slope around the perimeter here. And there we go. That's 1 house without a roof. I almost forgot I had to put a roof on it. Gotta go out and find a ton of sheeps. 33 pieces of white wool just isn't gonna cut it. Parkour! Huh! I'm the best. Alright, this ceiling is actually gonna be a bit different because I'm gonna make it out of glass. It's gonna be like a skylight so I can watch the stars at night. But everything else will be wool, and then it will be rimmed with this logs. I'm so good at grammar, guys. You won't believe how good at grammar I am. I'm like the grammar grandmaster. You wouldn't believe these skills I have. I have a very particular set of skills. A set of skills you'd consider a set of skills. I don't really fully know the source of this reference, so I'm gonna shut up now. So I have what looks to be 5, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 49 pieces of wool left. And then I'm gonna need to put 12 more sand blocks in the furnace for that bedroom. But while that's cooking, I'm gonna have to find some more sheep. How many more did I say? 49? I think I said 49. That's what I'm gonna get, 49 more. You're not a white sheep, you stupid... sheepy sheepy. Come here, I just want to chop your wool off. Ignore me using the word chop instead of shear. That's a really weird word choice, I gotta admit, but don't think of me as weird or crazy or murderous because of that. You can think of me as murderous for many other reasons, like the fact that I plan on murdering you. But yeah, come closer to me. I know you really want to, you know, after hearing all that information I just laid out for you. Where are all the goddamn sheep on this planet? Did they go extinct? At least there are more cliffs over here. Some more cool looking cliffs. You know, I'm gonna build down here. New Orleans. That joke actually doesn't make much sense because the cliffs on the outside aren't holding in water. That doesn't make sense. That joke doesn't make sense. To cut everything. Delete the video. Everything sucks. The first sheep I found, I had to walk like a mile out to get it. Looks like I've reached the end of the forest, though. Hey, brown sheep! Come here! Give me your hair. Your very wool-like hair. Because it's not hair, it's wool. Here's the desert that I found when I first spawned in. I actually spawned in this desert originally when I first played on this world. And I thought I'd spawn somewhere around here again. I was planning on walking up north and seeing what was up there during the playthrough. But then I already spawned up north, like several hundred blocks away from where I spawned originally. So yeah, I've learned something new about how this game handles spawn points. They're just completely fucking random. At least that's what it seems like. I'm really not leaving myself a lot of room for exploration. I don't think that exploration episode's gonna, be as exciting as I wanted it to be. I'm really sorry, guys. I can't believe I keep letting you down like this. At the very least, I got some cactus to take back up to the house. Gonna keep looking around in the forest and the plains for the sheep I'm looking for. Oh my god, sheep spotted! Get 'em! That felt good. I'm seriously gonna have no shortage of trees in this world. There's an insane amount of forest. Like, I think it's the most forest I've ever seen in a world. This is a very... What the fuck? Oh, okay, I thought the rest of that cliff didn't load yet, so I thought it was just like a single weird strip of land that tree grew on. Anyway, this is pretty crazy right here. Look at that. Something about standing on this ledge makes me really want to throw a baby lion off of it. I don't care. I'm gonna regenerate all that health anyway. God damn it. That's the other way you can fuck it up, is you actually accidentally shear the sheep before killing it so you don't get that extra piece of wool you were hoping for. I mean, I guess that's the more preferable way to fuck it up than, accidentally, killing it and not shearing it. When it's dead, you see, like that I almost did. I thought I wasn't gonna get it for a second. No! Get away from my sheep! And now get away from me. That's right, I'm out for blood. If you take my sheep, then I'll take your life. And then I will shave all the fur off of your body. That's what I'm gonna do. There are seriously, like, no sheep around. At the very least, with my strategy, I don't need nearly as many as I would have needed to get all the wool I want for my house. Actually, guess what? I just made a new decision. I not only want wool for the roof, but I also want to replace the floor in my bedroom with wool. So that means, I think there's 12 blocks of floor, so that means I'm gonna need 61 blocks of wool. So that's even more sheep I'm gonna have to kill. Hey look, I can see my house from here. Oh my god, where are all the sheep? They're all hiding from me. Why would they hide from me? I'm not a bad person. I don't do anything bad to sheep. Or rather, I don't do anything bad to sheep. I'm gonna kill myself. I thought there'd be, like, a lot more animals to find in peaceful mode. But, yeah, apparently not. Yeah, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm probably not gonna find any sheep down that cave. I don't know why I'm going down there. There are no goddamn sheep anywhere. I keep finding cows and shit, but no sheep. There's a sheep. Give me your wool, you stupid idiot. Do you have any friends? Did you have any sheep friends with you anywhere around here? Really? No more sheep. Just the one. That's great. Tell me where the sheep are, or I'll slit your throat. Tell me now. I don't speak your language! Oh, look at the sun rising on the horizon. It's beautiful. Look at that one floating block there. That's also beautiful. That is now 2 singular floating blocks that I have found in this world. Incredible. Ow, my ankles. Yeah, whatever, who needs them? 3 chickens, but I can only find sheep in groups of 1. Just the perfect amount of luck over here. Very least, by going up here, I can fill in that one little spot I left behind on the map. Maybe the problem is I just keep walking around places, When I was AFKing for so long, it probably spawned a lot of animals around me, so maybe I should have just looked around there, I don't know. Brown sheep, again. Hello, you. Give me your brown. Don't run away from me. Don't run away from me. Give me your brown! Oh, look, there's like a one rose on the top of this hill. That's beautiful. I'm just gonna leave that there. Very pretty, majestic rose. More sheep! There's an actual group this time. That's great! I really hope these guys give me the rest of the wool I need. There's more over there. Come here. In the butt! In the butt! In the face, and then in the butt. No, it was the other way. It was in the butt, and then in the face that I stuck my sword in. Also, apparently up here is another very minuscule desert with one dead bush and one cactus. That's very interesting. There's the rest of the sheep over here. These guys are gonna get me the rest of the wool I need. I just know it. And there we go, that's a decent amount more than what I needed. Let's head back down south to my house. And of course there's a sheep on top of that hill, which I'm pretty sure I was on top of just a moment ago. Jump! Jump! Do it! Jump off! Do it! Do it! Pussy! Do it! Jump off! Pussy. Wow, this is a long waterfall. It seriously runs from up there in that hill all the way down around this way down to here. That's really quite amazing. This is seriously, so far I am very impressed with this sea. This is the coolest world I've seen in a while. Probably ever. Just, it's everything that appeals to me. Just like the very cool cliffs and mountains and stuff. Oh, there's my house. Very little desert or tundra in the way. Instead, there's tons of forest, and I love the forests. That's the best biome in beta Minecraft. Just it's great. It's all great. It's all great. I don't know where I'm going. My house is down here. And hey, this spot could be a pretty nice place to build a mine. Like this wall, I could dig like a tunnel here and then have it staircase all the way down to the bottom. That would be pretty cool. There's dirt on my house. Alright, time to make the rest of this ceiling, and then also need to place torches around, I just realized, so I'm gonna need to make some of those. And there we go, it's a wonderful roof. And then I'm gonna head down here and replace the floor here with wool. I'm gonna dye this purple eventually when I get lapis lazuli, because that's my favorite color. But for now, it's going to be plain white. It's fine. Alright, and finally, I should probably move these somewhere a little more convenient. Crafting table can go... How about here? Just in the middle of the wall here. It's not bad. Oh wait, I just had an idea. Okay, it's going to be really cool. Well, maybe not really cool, but you know, it's going to be unique at least. A row of crafting tables in the floor, so that way it doesn't take up any space. It's a unique design, and I can just look down at any time and craft things on the floor. I've always wanted to do that. And then the furnace will go somewhere else, I'm not quite sure yet, and then I'll make some torches to light up this house like nobody else. Go like this. And gonna go like that, or no, it's gonna go like this, go like that, go like there, and I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave this chest here for now because I don't really have much of a better place to put chests. Maybe I'll put it along this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll put chests along that wall. It's actually good idea. Thank you, me. You're welcome, me, for the wonderful compliment. Those 3 chests, and then I'll destroy this one. And let all the stuff just fly all over the place. Okay, this will be, like, natural blocks. Like, this will be cobblestone, dirt, sand, gravel, some wool. This will be like wood and shit. This will be other miscellaneous blocks. And then this will be like miscellaneous drops. And that's just how it's gonna be for now until I figure out a better sorting system. Oh wow, I forgot I dropped all that stuff behind me. I just out of nowhere just heard and then I'll place 2 furnaces here like so. And yeah, I think that does it. my house is finished. I could use a little more light here, so I'm gonna put some... Oh, my bedroom isn't lit up. Let me do that real quick. Oh, I also didn't place the ceiling. God damn it. I'm glad I walked in here one more time, because I just completely neglected this room. Alright, perfect. And, you know, this room needs a couple things. Methinks it needs precisely 2 things. This here is the first thing. And this here is the second. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lot of fun building my house, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching me do it as well. Next time, I'm probably gonna put the mine over there, like I mentioned before. And then I'm gonna find some diamonds, and it's gonna be really freaking cool. But yeah, it's gonna be it for me for today. See ya.